Even though this course is going to focus on using Microsoft PowerPoint, every presentation should start off by writing and thinking about the content. The first thing that I want to say is that before you ever open up PowerPoint, you should really have a solid idea for what you're going to present. A blank slide like this one simply has too many options to facilitate writing a presentation. If you open PowerPoint and try to write your content while also designing the slides at the same time, it's going to take much longer. I really like fellow Tuts Plus author Brad Smith's perspective on the writing process, so I want to share one of my favorite tips from his tutorial. The first step should be to develop the presentation's thesis. The thesis is the central key idea that your presentation is built around. I know this seems like a basic idea, but it's easy to forget as you're writing that you should stick to one key central idea. I think that when you're developing a thesis, the key is to think about what the goal of your presentation is. And to set the goal of your presentation, it helps to think about what type of presentation you're going to be writing. I like to think of presentations in categories that include persuasive, informative, decision-driven, and introductory. What helps me is to write down or note that thesis. Here are some examples of thesis statements that you can use for each of these types of presentations. The thesis statement is that central key idea that we're going to tie all of the supporting details back to. Every statement or item that you include in your presentation should support the thesis statement. For the purpose of this course, we're going to write an introductory speech to introduce our audience to our business and the services that our business provides. After I set the thesis statement, I'll start working on the outline with all of the key supporting points. My process here is nothing special. It simply includes building out a very basic outline. I like to add very few details as I'm going and stick to the key ideas for each of the slides. Since you're going to build out those supporting points in the details using different types of content in PowerPoint, it's easier to keep this high level. It's an outline, so just get the basic idea for each slide down, and you can work out the details later. Let's go ahead and save our outline as a Word document. Once you have your outline saved and built in Word, I want to show you one of my favorite tricks to make moving your presentation over to PowerPoint a breeze. Let's jump over to PowerPoint, and let's find the New Slide button. Let's click on the drop-down arrow and we'll choose Slides from Outline. Now I'll go ahead and point PowerPoint to the Word document. PowerPoint will go ahead and create a new slide for each one of the points in our outline. This is a trick that can save time when you're building a presentation. How you write your presentation is up to you. There's nothing stopping you from diving directly into PowerPoint to develop the presentation, but it helps me if I use a separate app to start laying the groundwork. Usually while I'm writing an outline, I start having ideas for what each of the slides will contain.